What's going on? Hello, hello. King Julian, what's up? How's everybody doing this afternoon? Bertie, going through a roll of Jefferson nickels. We've talked about this on the channel a couple of times. I have a kid who is absolutely crazy about going through coins, and she has a roll of Jefferson nickels that she has sorted out, the 2009s and the 2024s. And so I am going through and separating Philadelphia and Denver mints. I have a buyer who is going to buy them from her, and so I'm getting them all separated and ready to ship. I don't get to do guns on the live streams, and so we're doing guns while I answer questions. Got any gunsmithing questions? I'd be more than happy to help. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Been a while since I've done a live stream. I've been pretty busy. Anybody got any gun questions? M1 Garand in the back. On the wall up here, I'm guessing. That's actually an old Daisy BB gun. I have a customer who passed away, and his wife inherited a bunch of guns, and she has grandkids that are in the house all the time, and she didn't want any BB guns, handguns, rifles. Since he wasn't there to maintain them, she didn't want them in the house, and so she gave me that. That's a very, very early Daisy BB gun. It's got a very cool pump mechanism on it. I've had a few of them come through the door over the years, but none. That one's not in the greatest of shape. It was kept in a garage or something like that, and so it's a wall hanger at this point. So that's where it lives, on the wall in my shop. I had an M1 Garand in last month, I guess. World War II production. Beautiful gun, still in usable condition. Customer shoots it all the time. They don't break very often. They don't come in for repairs very regularly, I should say. Yeah. I see some cool stuff. Like I said, I can't show you guns on the live stream, but here on the floor beside me is a pair of AR-15s that are having thermals mounted, bore-sighted and zeroed. There's a Ruger SFAR in 308 that's here to have a scope mounted and zeroed. The cases down here, the guns are in the safe, but the cases is what I'm looking at. The front case is a Steyr 222, I think, that's here for some sight work. And then the one behind that is a Remington 700. They're all here for random stuff. There's a pretty good assortment of stuff that comes through the door. Birdie, what's funny? I like a good joke, especially dad jokes. Also, somebody give me a thumbs up for quality. We have some weather blowing through, and I'm a little worried that service isn't the greatest. What has 3 feet but cannot walk? Stool. A yard. Nice. Anybody got any gun questions while you got my attention? Welcome to the chat, everybody. Good to see y'all. Thanks for hanging out on this afternoon. For those of you who haven't been a part of a live stream that I do before, my name's Dylan. I am a professional gunsmith. You're hanging out in the gun shop with me this evening. We have covered everything on the channel on live streams, from firearm-specific questions, gunsmithing questions, business questions, books, coins, religion. We've got into the weeds. Only thing I don't touch is politics. So if you got a question, drop it in the comments section. Playing with a friend last night and was talking about the M1 because it's cool. And when I was talking, one of my friends reloaded an M1. So the CMP sold a batch of rifles last year, I guess it was, and one of my Vietnam veteran customers actually went to one of the CMP stores and picked up one, and in, I mean, immaculate condition. I don't know if he got, what do they call it, like the collector's pick or what have you, where you get to select one, but he picked out an absolutely beautiful rifle, a trophy by all measure. Yeah, there's a little bit of rain coming in. I can hear it on the roof. Where's all my gun questions at? Usually you guys can't even keep up. Any, new pickup I got today. $1 gold coin. So this one is actually, flip it over to where you can see the back. I don't know how well that's going to pick up. This is what we call a jewelry coin. It had a tie tack on the back of it at one point. And so it doesn't necessarily have numismatic value anymore because it's been modified, but it definitely has gold value. And so I picked it up for very affordably. Anybody want to give me a thumbs up for sound and video check? Make sure we're looking okay. What you got, Birdie? What's a state for having small soda? Minnesota. Mini soda. Not a bad dad joke. hear the rain in the background. Good evening, everyone. Y'all hit me with those gun questions. I know they're out there. Everybody seems to have a question about what my opinion is, or what I think about, or what's wrong with the... I did a SIG P320 video about a month ago, and it has a bazillion and a half views compared to my normal videos. So y'all normally hit me pretty heavy. No gun questions for the day? Yeah, if you're gonna give me a dad joke that I haven't heard, you better go pretty far back. Welcome to the stream, everybody just joining us. Anybody have any gun questions they want to ask? Gunsmithing, gun business. Rain is really starting to pick up here. My coin collectors at. You guys usually jump in too. How do you catch a squirrel? How do you catch a squirrel? Very carefully. Good evening to those of you joining. Let's hear those gun questions you have. No, that's how you get caught by a squirrel, not how you catch one. You get on top of a tree, act like a nut. Nice and warm here today. Hopefully it'll cool off with this rain blowing through. Anybody have any gun questions while you have my attention? I took the kids out of town for a couple of days. Went on a little bit of a family trip, and while I was out of town, I stopped by a secondhand bookstore. I'm a big reader. We talked about this on the channel a bunch, but every time I find a secondhand bookstore, I like to go in and see if they have any specific titles. And I actually picked up a good collection. Some stuff that I don't have, and then some duplicate copies, things that I'm going to eventually put on eBay. Guy I messaged on Facebook just decided to message me back. Anybody want to give me a thumbs up for audio quality? Say with the rain in the background, and I'm not entirely sure you can hear me. Guy who invented lifesavers, they say he made a mint. Pretty good. I've actually heard that one before. Hate to burst your bubble. No gun questions? It's odd. Normally I have about 5 million by this point. Yeah, as far as dad jokes go, Bertie, I'm very well versed. I don't know that I've heard all of them, but I have heard a pretty good bit of them, that is for sure. I say a bunch of them personally.